Hi, my name's Derek Ty, and welcome to another episode of Ty's Cincinnati Real Estate Reviews. And today we're going to be talking about the area of Union Township in Clermont County, which is also known as Eastgate. We're going to be talking about the parks, the shopping, the restaurants, the walkability. Is it dog friendly? We're going to look at the different neighborhoods, the type of homes there, how much homes cost, and of course, stick around at the end. I'm going to share with you the 3 things I don't like about the area and the 3 things I love about the area. Let's go. Welcome back. My name's Derek Ty. I'm a real estate agent here with eXp Realty, and I've been selling homes since 2004. So let's get started with why should you buy a home in the greater Cincinnati area? Starting with the business community, there are a ton of Fortune 100 companies here, small businesses, and even startups. There's great schools from preschools all the way to top universities. We have world-class sports like the Cincinnati Reds, Cincinnati Bengals, Hoo Day, and soccer. We've got amazing parks, both city, township, even state parks everywhere. We have lots of friendly people that smile, which I like. Farmers markets all over town, world-class fine arts and entertainment, restaurants, the Cincinnati Zoo, world-class hospitals, an international airport, and even great real estate home values. So where is Union Township and Eastgate located? Union Township and Eastgate is a neighborhood east of downtown Cincinnati. It's in the Clermont County, Ohio area. It's actually near Anderson, Milford, Batavia, and Pierce Township. It's a pretty populated area. There's 50,000 residents in Union Township, and it also includes several small towns within the township, including Mount Carmel, Summerside, and Withamsville. The biggest of these towns is actually not a town though, it's called Eastgate. It was coined in 1980 when a regional mall came into the area. They purchased some farmland from the Eichholz family and they built Eastgate Mall, huge regional attraction. The first weekend it opened, it had 250,000 visitors. So a lot of people refer to the Union Township area as Eastgate because of Eastgate Mall. Now, if you want to drive downtown Cincinnati from Eastgate in the Union Township area, you're going to take 275 south to 471 north, and that's about a 25 to 30 minute drive. There are several hospital options in and around Union Township, including Mercy Health Hospital in Batavia, that's 15 minutes away. Anderson Mercy Hospital is about 15 minutes away. And if you want to go downtown to the regional hospitals, you have UC Health's campus, Children's Hospital, Good Samaritan, and some other choices like Christ Hospital. So how close is the airport? Well, you have 2 airport options in the Eastgate Union Township area. You can go south to the CVG Airport, which is the Cincinnati International Airport. That is about 35-minute drive. Or you can go north to Dayton, to the Dayton International Airport, and that's 1 hour and 5-minute drive away. So what makes Union Township and Eastgate special? Well, it has a little bit of everything. You get the suburban feel of a traditional suburban neighborhood. You have nice parks, restaurants, you have commercial businesses, some light manufacturing. You've also got some new corporate headquarters and office space, so people can live, work, and play all within the Union Township area. Another thing that makes Eastgate and Union Township special is its proximity to downtown Cincinnati. A lot of people want to commute to work every day. They might want to work downtown Cincinnati, but still be in a suburban feel. So within about a 25 to 30 minute drive with traffic, you can usually be home. So is there good shopping in Eastgate and Union Township? Well, of course, Eastgate Mall has been there since 1980. It was recently just purchased by a developer, and there's some big ideas being thrown around about new anchor stores, shops, restaurants, some movie theater type things. So we're gonna have to wait and see what Eastgate Mall becomes, but it's been in the area for 40-something years already, so a lot of people are excited to see what that's gonna change into. One huge option that people love in Union Township is Jungle Gyms. Now, Jungle Gyms has a ton to offer. You could do a whole video on just this amazing destination. So it's a regional attraction. It's got so many diverse food options you can't find anywhere else. They get about 60,000 visitors each week that shop there. And on the weekends, the average drive time is 50 minutes away. So you got people coming from all over the area to check out Jungle Gyms and shop there. They've got cooking classes, beer and wine tastings, festivals, extreme international specialties, and it's got a bunch of really cool decor. So if you're interested in learning more about jungle gyms, just Google that and you're going to find all kinds of information. There are also several big box retailers in Union Township, including Target, Walmart, Sam's Club, Home Depot, Lowe's, Michael's, and Home Goods. You're going to pretty much find everything in Union Township. So what about restaurants in Union Township? Well, there are a ton of options, mainly in that main corridor around the Eastgate area. So you're going to find all your major restaurant chains are going to be there, from fast food to Applebee's. And then once you get into around the Jungle Gyms and Eastgate area, there's also some smaller locally owned restaurants as well. So I'm going to give you some of my favorites in the area. So starting with the top, a greater Cincinnati favorite is Skyline Chili. I think there's 2 locations right there in Union Township, one in the Eastgate area, one more on the Beachmont Avenue side. But that's going to give you that traditional Cincinnati chili that everybody loves. Get a 3-way with, you know, the spaghetti, chili, and cheese on top. I like mine with beans, which is a 4-way, but you get the idea. You're going to find a couple of those here in Union Township. Another one of our kids' favorites is Chick-fil-A, of course. Everyone loves Chick-fil-A in this area. The line's always really long, but they try to get you through fast. Some of the best chicken that you're ever going to find, and a good place to meet up with somebody for lunch. Another one of our local favorites is La Rosa's. There are La Rosa's locations all over the greater Cincinnati area, including Union Township. If you're looking for a kind of a Cincinnati style pizza, I would check out La Rosa's here in town. Another one of our local small business favorites is the Mount Carmel Brewing Company. So this has pretty awesome outdoor seating, multiple levels. People do weddings there and anniversary parties. There's a kind of a casual grab a beer kind of feel, but they also have pretty good food as well. So you order at a counter, you go sit down where you want. And this one is, I think, about 10 years old now, give or take, but it's becoming a local favorite here in the area. Last but not least, if you're looking for a steak, there's not a ton of options for steakhouses in Union Township, but you know, if I was gonna get a steak in Union Township, I would go to Longhorn Steakhouse. It's right there in that kind of main corridor by State Route 32 in the Eastgate area of Union Township. Usually pretty good steaks there, good service, decent wine selection. If you're looking for more of a luxury, you know, higher end dining option, you might want to go downtown Cincinnati or to like Loveland or Indian Hill, Montgomery area. So what about parks in the area? Union Township specifically has 3 large parks totaling about 100 acres. And my personal favorite in that park system is the Veterans Memorial Park. Veterans Memorial Park is also called the Helicopter Park by the local residents here because there's a large helicopter right in the middle of the park. There's tons of walking trails. You've got baseball fields, fishing pond, tennis courts, soccer, sand volleyball, cornhole, picnic shelters and grills, and of course, don't forget the playground equipment for the kids too. Now this one is not a township or a state park, but it's actually a local conservation park, and that is the Cincinnati Nature Center. Been around for many, many years. You do have to pay to get in, but it is a pretty cool place. The old wood like forest there, the creeks, trails, ponds, streams, conservation classes. When I was a kid, we used to go there. As I became an adult, I would go back every now and then to take a walk. So if you're looking to buy in the Union Township area, you'll probably want to go ahead and check out the Cincinnati Nature Center and actually maybe even get a membership there. It might be worth it if you plan on going more than once a year. Another amazing park option in Union Township is actually not in Union Township. It's just to the east though, in kind of past the Batavia area, and that is the East Fork State Park. So this is a gigantic 7,500 acre park with amazing views. There's a lake there called Harsha Lake, and a lot of people call it East Fork State Park Lake. You know, there's different names for it, but this has everything. It's unlimited horsepower boating. There's a beach there. There's fishing, swimming. You can also kayak there. You can do camping, horseback riding. There's picnic shelters, nature center, mountain biking trails, backpacking, and you can bring your pet as long as it's on a leash. So is this area walkable and or dog friendly? Well, let's start with the dog friendly part. So most neighborhoods here in Eastgate and Union Township have sidewalks. So if you're you got a dog and you want to take it from your house and walk the neighborhood, that's great. If you're looking to connect to like a business downtown area or district, that's probably not going to happen in most of Union Township and Eastgate area. So if you're looking for more of like a downtown business district kind of walking, a lot of people would go into Milford or Loveland, maybe even in Madeira or Montgomery, and walk a dog and do some shopping, or kind of just be out with their dog. Maybe if you want to eat outside with your dog on the sidewalk, for example, you're not really going to find a lot of options there in the Eastgate and Union Township area. So let's talk about sidewalks and walkability. So just like in the dog, friendliness, sidewalks are in most of the neighborhoods, like I said, and there are some business districts with sidewalks, but you're not going to see a lot of connection between the neighborhoods and the business districts with sidewalks. So if you're looking to just go for walks, some people in the wintertime will go to Eastgate Mall, walk around, but if you want to go to one of the parks, you can do that. Some of the neighborhoods do connect to the parks, but if you're looking to walk like just on a really long walk from your house to a business district, there are some sections in Union Township you can do that. If you just contact us, we can get you more information on which neighborhoods would be more connectable than others. So what school options are there in the area? You can look at this map and see all the preschool options that are available right there in Union Township. If you're looking at public school options K through 12, there are actually 2 school districts in Union Township. In the northern part of the township, you're going to have the Milford School District. And the rest of most of the township, you're going to be in the West Clermont School District with West Clermont High School. There used to be 2 schools there, so if you used to live in the area and you're like, hey, where's Glen Estee, where's Amelia High School, they actually merged those 2 high schools into the new West Clermont High School. If you're looking for ratings and rankings on specific school districts, or you want to compare the Milford School District and the West Clermont School District, I would refer you to the Ohio School Report Card website. And if you need more information on how to get a hold of the school districts, or you want to get that link specifically, you can text or email or call us and we'll get you that link. So what private school options are available in Union Township? I'm going to give you the ones that are closest by. Those are Country Hills Montessori East, St. Veronica, St. Thomas More, Miami Valley Christian Academy, Milford Christian Academy, and then if you want to go out a few miles further, there are a lot more options available. So what types of homes are available and how can I live there in the Eastgate and Union Township area? Just like most of greater Cincinnati, you're going to find everything from rental apartments and rental homes to purchasing condos, townhomes, and larger single family homes. The construction style is pretty much vinyl siding, brick. You'll see some stone. On some of the older properties, you might see some aluminum siding as well. Most homes have a 2-car garage. I would say some of the older homes have 1-car garages. Some of them, new construction and luxury properties, have 3-car garages. So how much do homes cost here in Union Township? Well, let's start with condominiums. So condominiums in the last 6 months have averaged $183,000 with an average of $129 per square foot. If you're looking at 3-bedroom homes that are detached single-family homes, those average $246,000 at $154 per square foot. If you're looking at 4-bedroom and up, including some luxury homes in that area, the average sale price in the last 6 months was $370,000 with an average of $148 per square foot. If you're looking for today's values, because times and real estate values always change, just text me at that number below or give us a call and we're happy to give you the updated list. So what are 3 things I dislike about the area? Well, let's start with, it really doesn't have a central town square or central downtown area. So there are some other areas within greater Cincinnati that are neighborhoods that, everything kind of connects to a central community area and a central town square. This is not the case in Union Township. This is a little bit more spread out. There are several business corridors. You have hotels, shops, restaurants, manufacturing, kind of spread out throughout the entire township. There is zoning, so they do keep them in certain areas, but you're not going to find everything in like one central area and then residential areas kind of surrounding that. Another thing I dislike about the area is its lack of identity. So if you ask people in Union Township, like a lot of townships in Ohio, they would give you a lot of different answers on where they live. Some people might say, I live in Mount Carmel, I live near Anderson, I live in Clermont County, I live in Batavia because the mailing address for a lot of Union Township is Batavia, Ohio, which is the next town over. Some people might say they live in Glen Estee because that's where the old high school used to be. Obviously, some people say I live in Eastgate, even though that's really just the place where the mall was. So really, there's a lack of identity and kind of community on where do I live? So that's one thing I dislike about the area. The third thing I dislike, and you can hear the groaning sound, is the construction. The construction along State Route 32 has been going on for like 40 years. So it's been reimagined several times. Is it a boulevard? Is it a highway? Is it a stop and start system? So over the last 40 years, they continue to make improvements to State Route 32 because it is a major roadway, if you want to call it a highway, but there are stoplights on it. But they've tried to eliminate some of the stoplights, make the exit ramps easier, and get people on and off the major roads there to keep the traffic flowing from I-275, which is kind of on the western border of Union Township, all the way to the eastern border of the township, which is Batavia. So to get all that traffic to flow through west to east, you're going to see State Route 32 there, and there's been a lot of changes in development over the years. So hopefully they get that right at some point, but that's a major dislike I have about Eastgate and Union Township. So what are 3 things I love about Union Township? Well, first of all, let's start with everything is there. So this is one of those communities where you've got highways, shopping, restaurants, employers, hospitals, entertainment options, parks. You really don't have to leave Union Township to live your life. So I lived there for many, many, many years. I grew up there, and I can tell you that, I went to high school there. I got my first jobs there. So it was one of those communities where I felt like it was all inclusive. You can do everything without leaving the township. The second thing I love about Union Township is the fact that you have these huge yards. A lot of people have large half-acre and in some cases 1-acre yards in some of the neighborhoods. Now obviously the newer the neighborhood, usually the smaller the lot size are, but if you're comparing these lot sizes to maybe going toward Hyde Park or Mount Lookout, Madeira, Oakley, all those areas that are closer to downtown Cincinnati, these yards are huge. So a lot of people fence in their backyards, they put in a pool, they put in a big patio or deck. You'll see people have their dogs and pets there, and then maybe even like a big play set for the kids. So if you're looking for a big yard and maybe some nice trees in the backyard and a little bit of privacy, Union Township has a lot to offer there. The third thing I love about Union Township is the access to regional activities. So I love East Fork State Park. I've been going there since I was a little kid with the mountain biking and the hiking trails and the lake and the beach and the picnic shelters. People throw, parties there. They have, reunions, all kinds of things. So being close to that is great. Also, you've got Coney Island to the south, just about 15 minutes away. That park has been there forever, and people love the little rides. They love the sunlight pool. And people also throw like corporate parties there, and like some of the days they'll shut down half the park and have the big employers in town host there. The same thing goes with proximity to Kings Island, which is about 20 to 25 minutes north of the township. So regionally speaking, this is right in the middle of those 3 big attractions. And then to the east, you have downtown Cincinnati, the zoo, the Reds, all those attractions there. So you're really in the middle of a lot of regional activities right there in the Union Township area. I'm going to give you a bonus thing I love about Union Township, and that is the property values. So you could probably tell when we stated the property values a few minutes ago and what homes have sold for. Generally speaking, they could be 20% less, 30% less for the same size home than you would find in some of the closer areas to downtown Cincinnati. So if you're willing to drive just a little bit further out and you're in Clermont County, you get all these other features and benefits, you might find that you're going to save a lot of money on purchasing a home. Well, thank you for taking your time today to watch this video on the Eastgate and Union Township area. Please do me a favor, right below, could you like or subscribe or follow or share this video so that people like you that are shopping for homes here in the greater Cincinnati area can find this video. Also, if you have any questions about specifics that we mentioned here schools, or which neighborhood is in Milford School District and which neighborhood is in West Clermont School District within Union Township. Some of these things get really confusing. They're hard to find online. That's why we're here, happy to help you search for your next home. And if there's anything else we can do, just drop us a line and we'll be happy to help. Thank you for watching this video again, and we will talk to you soon.